paid-it-all winner for this.
It's the biggest race we have all year long.
The icons of this sport have all starred on its biggest stage.
It's the great American race. Trust me.
I won the Daytona 500. I won the Daytona 500.
Pull them belts tight one last time, boys. Light the fire.
Push coming now for Harvick. Oh, and around goes a couple cars. Priest upside down. He's barrel rolling through the grass.
You got plenty of money. Don't need that to keep racing. Is it worth the risk to keep on going?
Sure, to win.
He goes up high. There's traffic low. Joey Logano steps into history. He's a three-time Cup Series champion.
The bump and run.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, welcome to the Bump and Run podcast. I'm your host, Michael D. White, joined by nobody. Joined by you, the listener. I'm a little sick, not going to lie. Sorry that the episode's coming out a day late. I'm a little sick. The boys are a little tired. We're a little sick and tired combined of NASCAR and the playoffs. Obviously, Joey Logano, the big winner down in Phoenix. He locked himself into his third championship. Honestly, we said before the championship race that if Logano won, we just weren't going to do an episode, and we thought it would be funny. But you want to know what? I'm throwing something together just to thank all of the people listening all season long and the last couple years that we've been doing this podcast. We always appreciate the feedback in the YouTube comments, the back and forth on Twitter, and the personal conversations we have with all of the listeners, and we run into either at the track or at NASCAR parties and whatnot. So just want to give a shout out to all you guys. Thanks for listening once again. And I might as well talk about the race weekend a little bit. Justin Allgaier getting himself that elusive Xfinity Series championship. Big congratulations to him. I didn't get a chance to see the race, to be honest with you. That's been the story all year long with the trucks and Xfinity Series for me. And then, what should we call it? Your Truck Series champion, Ty Majeski. Big congratulations to him. And, of course, I'll give a congratulations to Joey Logano. Even if we've been frustrated with the playoff system the last 10 weeks or so, and even the last few years, it seems like it's been building. Joey Logano played the system. He went into Phoenix, and he had a pretty fantastic race for himself, led 2 times for 105 laps. Christopher Bell dominated early, though, too. He led 3 times for 143 laps. Joey Logano, your stage 1 winner, came in third, stage 2. So it was kind of a battle between those guys. And then in terms of the other playoff drivers, Ryan Blaney, he led twice for 12. William Byron led 4 times for 19. And then Tyler Reddick, non-existent the whole entire race. Honestly, that was a little bit of a reason why I didn't want to do this podcast in the first place. But little sour grapes as a fan for me. Phoenix was not an enjoyable race to watch. But if you enjoyed the race, I hope you did. I thought it was perfectly fine. Typical Phoenix type race that we've seen. So no surprise there. Other than that, I'm just kind of doing the show on the fly right now. I'm on jski.com looking at some of the news. Oh, big news, actually. According to Adam Stern's Sports Business Journal today, I saw this drop that NASCAR will examine the possible changes to the playoff format. In fact, they're going to look at it over the offseason, and changes are possible as soon as next year. He report, though, a major overhaul may need to wait until 2026. So if you've been following fans on Twitter, people have been ripping apart the playoff format the last couple weeks, especially after another Joey Logano championship win at Phoenix. In fact, I was listening to Sirius XM today, and something I didn't realize, something I kind of just didn't notice, Team Penske won the last 3 championships at Phoenix. So it seems Penske has something figured out there, which is disheartening. I hope and pray eventually go back to Homestead, because what a race Homestead always is, especially this past year. And I feel like if you're going to have a championship race, everything comes down to one race. It should be a pretty level playing field type of track. And I feel like Homestead is that track for a lot of people. I mean, the Kyle Larsons ripping the fence and stuff, like, yes. But we've seen some incredible racing at Homestead in the past. We saw tons and tons of fantastic championship battles in the past. So I know next year we're locked into Phoenix. I think by 2026, Homestead is trying to make a bid to get NASCAR to come back for the championship race. So we'll see what happens with that. Of course, we'll keep you updated there. Other than that, a couple penalties here and there, you know, not a whole lot of news going on. Want to give a big congratulations to Martin Truex Jr. retiring this season. Got the pole in his final race, so big congratulations to MTJ. Just what a career he's had. Definitely a Hall of Fame career. I think one championship with Furniture Row. Tons and tons of wins with Joe Gibb Racing. Just a great career spanning decades. And I think he's running Daytona. If not, I think it's confirmed he's going to run the first race after Daytona, Atlanta, I think. So, yeah, we'll keep you updated on that. BNR Podcast, we're not going anywhere. We'll talk to you again before Daytona. If not in the offseason, we'll be back for our Daytona preview show. Break down the Clash for you. This year it's going to be at Bowman Gray Stadium. So we'll see how that goes. A lot of people excited for that. We'll see what kind of racing Bowman Gray produces for the NASCAR Cup Series. Other than that, not a whole lot to talk about. I thought the race was kind of lackluster. Not a whole lot to talk about from the race. A lot of people upset about the champion. Of course, Joey Logano, if you're a fan of our show, you know we kind of loathe Joey Logano here. So it was kind of tough to want to do a podcast this week. And like I said earlier, I got some sour grapes. Tyler Reddick, non-existent. They worked hard on the car all day, and he made up some spots on restarts, but just not the day we need it. And I think we're just tired, man. We're tired. It was a long season this year, and if you've listened to the podcast in previous years too, I think you can tell we get tired near the end. Once football starts, the guys get real into football, and man, 36 to 40 weeks, including the off weekends and the Clash and the All-Star and shit. Like, it was a long year. But again, thank you for taking the journey with us. Just wanted to jump on here and give a quick little recap and a thank you to all the listeners. And we will see you at Daytona. For Matt the Statman Riley, for Eric Daytona Ron, I'm Michael D. White, saying have a good night.